Grand Rising, everyone. It is Shay Seeking, and I'm back. And yeah, so I don't know. Again, I feel like this whole thing or whatever has to do with whatever they have filed or placed on paperwork or whatever, doctored up documents that could be falsified. And what I got to say about some paperwork, so they can take that paperwork somewhere, okay? That we ain't gonna say on this platform. And listen to me. I am the paperwork. I am the blueprint. I'm the tower. I'm the magic. I am the king of all kings and lord of all lords. I am a son of God and man. I feel like, again, we can all say the same thing. Maybe you should say the same thing as well. I feel like that the river runs through, okay? These people are in denial as to who is that person or the goat, all right? They know very well what they're doing. They know very well what they're doing. Excuse me. And at the end of the day, they're going to do what they're going to do. But it won't never change that. The only thing they can do is form a society. Like I said, all they're doing is building on a rocky, broken up, cracked up foundation. If they're trying to box me in or lock me out, that's exactly what they're doing. They tapped into my Akashic, into my energy, and they tried to create something in the likeness of or build back better. But there's nothing ever going to be like the real thing, and that's just it. That is just it. We're still dealing with living God energy on this plane right now. I know a lot of people like to say we are all that bride or we are all that. No, it's not. It's one. It's one. And anything other than that is idol worship. It's exalting beings in the likeness of that being and placing them in places in society. You can like it or let it alone. And that's just what it is. It's not even being cocky. It's just knowing who I am. Again, we're dealing with gnosis, right? Or Gnosticism, or Gnostics, or whatever you want to call it. I use these tools and books and things like this to reiterate or precept upon precept to just show and somewhat prove to, in the 3D or, what the eyes can see. Because a lot of people, we talk about all these other dimensions and stuff like that, but people are still based on it or the 3D. If they weren't, then what is paperwork? Right? What is paperwork? If it's not about division, it's not about, so-called nationality and race, then why do they still access those things on the paperwork? Others may have to do that. Again, I'm not gonna be held to what man says only. I listen to what source says. When we're talking about being a sovereign energy or entity, also dealing with maritime, the earth and the water, heaven and hell, whatever you want to call it. If you want to say the heavens is my abode and the earth is my footstool, it's going to be that way. It's going to remain the same. The only thing they can do is try to find somebody, like I said, in my likeness and put them in front of the people. But again, that's how we end up going wrong. This has been an attack. Like, again, they feel like this is that part where they feel like they won the war against God. This is when all the entities on this plane are fooled by Satan. And it says everybody in the world. So when we look at the world card in the tarot deck, And that female is in the middle, and she's holding those two batons. Those are two masculine or feminine or whatever, two other energies or entities here. They know the truth. They are the witnesses. They are the witnesses. They could say today. They could say the Scorpio could say, and the Gemini could say. Whether you want to say Jacob and Israel, whatever you want to call it, those two. So I'll say they are still mine. Will they say the same thing about me? But again, one of those wands is dirty. Okay. So that means that they're going to do you dirty. All right. I think it's the Scorpio. But the Scorpio is the one that came in the, you know how they say Lucifer or Satan came, even though I think Satan is actually a feminine energy that might be the twin flame of the Scorpio. Okay. So he's gonna exalt her above me pretty much all the time. He's gonna say he's gonna let me know that I'm the most special one. His soul and his heart is gonna be with me, but at the same time, he's gonna exalt and uplift the false entity that's in my likeness. Someone who is probably more than likely someone who grafted into my family line a long time ago, and they've been doing this over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Lifetime after lifetime. This time, I feel like we were supposed to get it together, but I think that we didn't. I think that it's still time, possibly. Society is acting like the chapter is closed, but I feel like there's still time. I keep on trying to be okay with the journey. But I still have to pop my head up every once in a while and make a statement like this, because I can't sit there and let them try to bury me. It's sad. It's very sad. And again, it's like that almost until you do right by me. You know what I'm saying? You could still keep on they could still try to live through me. They can still try to, again, rape and pillage my energy. They could try to crucify me. They can keep putting thorns in my crown. They can do all those things. Because people are going to do what they want to do. They're not going to always do what they should do or what's right. That's why, again, when it's saying that there was none left, there was none. There was no good men left. So what? Then we have women, and then those in the likeness of women. One has a heavier presence than the other right now. That's why that's why I'm talking about when I did my video, the war of the wombs. And it's not to put down anybody that doesn't have one that identifies as a feminine energy. I feel like those two energies together are the ones that's going to sit this devil down in that box and chain him to whatever it was he was trying to chain us to. And I feel like at the end, I will be exalted. But these masculines probably do need me to be the one to bring them back into the arena. And for right now, I refuse to do so until there's something that is shown in my face, period. Until then, I feel like there is energy where they're trying to project some kind of energy that I should maybe fear being harmed by somebody or something like that. Right? And those who are not in danger, it's the ones that call good evil and evil good. And it's the females that are not in danger, right? That they pride that they lift up or exalt above the holy ones. That they seem to protect. Well, I won't say that. I feel like the protection was there, but I feel like ever since something has been solidified by paperwork or documentation or some kind of false null and void marriage, because again, it would be illegal. If Solomon was here trying to have all those wives right now, it's illegal. He might have partnerships and businesses, and that's what I'm saying. When we did that video the other day, I was talking about different types of LLCs and FIN, EIN, FEIN, tax ID, all these things. So it's almost like these are business agreements or business deals. But again, they can treat the feminine energy, which is the one that's really going to be the royal heir or the chosen one of that time, as a scapegoat or a cash cow or something that is just some kind of farm animal.